Hello everybody. Right now, me and my wife are going to make us an apple pie for Thanksgiving Day. Yes. I'm going to show you the ingredients here, and I'm going to show you how we're going to put this together. First of all, these are the apples. These are the green Granny Smith apples, and these are good for apple pies. Now we also have some cinnamon, we have nutmeg, we have vanilla. Most recipes don't call for vanilla, but I love vanilla, and if you put a little bit of vanilla in it, it makes a big difference. It's very yummy. I have some brown sugar. I have some white sugar. I have a little bit of flour. We're going to put a little bit of flour in it, and that kind of thickens up the juices, because this apple pie is going to create a lot of juice. This will make it a little thick. And we also have some butter. Real butter, not margarine. And I'm going to use unsalted butter. And I have some pie shells. Let me get that for you. Where are the pie shells?
Cinder.
Now, I used to make my pie crust, but I don't make it no more. It's much simpler. Just buy your pie crust already made, and all you got to do is roll it out. Okay, now let's get busy. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. Okay, so the first thing what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead, sprinkle some sugar on this. I don't measure the ingredients, I just sprinkle what I think is appropriate. That was about a tablespoon. Here goes about another tablespoon. So far that's about 2 tablespoons. I'll get a third tablespoon. I'll get a fork here, mix it up. Let's get another tablespoon of sugar. Now we're going to get some brown sugar. I hate messing around with the brown sugar because it's so sticky, and I always got to wash my hands when I finish. We'll get about a handful of brown sugar here, and we'll just generously crumble it up and put it on top of these apples here. Let's mix it up some more. Yes, look at that. It's already looking delicious, isn't it?
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get A little bit of more brown sugar. Look at that. That's why I don't like brown sugar messing with it. I gotta wash my hands now. Okay, here we go. Fresh. All right, let's get it nice and
Caramelized.
stirred up. Yes, caramelized. That's gonna make for a nice sweet apple pie. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna sprinkle some of this vanilla extract. Now, I always use pure vanilla. Don't use that artificial vanilla. Always use pure, real vanilla in all your recipes, your desserts and such. And again, I'm not going to measure it. I'm just gonna squirt it in there. Squirt some of this vanilla, yes. A good, generous heaping. It smells so good. I love vanilla. Yes. Maybe that's about enough. Now we'll take a little bit of cinnamon. We'll sprinkle some cinnamon on here. Man, that vanilla smells so good.
Wow.
As you can see, I measure nothing. I just liberally apply it. Yes. You see that? Mix it up, yes. Now, I got some allspice. I'm gonna put in some of this allspice.
Where's your nutmeg?
Nutmeg? Oh, I can put in some nutmeg too. We'll put in a little bit of nutmeg. Just put in some allspice.
That's enough.
Yes, that's enough. Now let's get some nutmeg.
It's look like the same, huh?
It looks the same, but it's different spices. Oh, it smells so good. Can you guys smell it out there in camera land? Oh, too bad. That smells so yummy. Okay. Now let's stir it in nice and liberally. Yes. Let's get a good stir. Okay, now you see the juices already in there down at the bottom, and when this apple cooks down, it's going to create more juice, and we want to thicken up this juice a little bit by putting in some flour, because we don't want a runny mess at the bottom of our pie. We want them juices to kind of stick to the apples. So let's thicken it up by putting in about this much flour. That's about two tablespoons. A little bit more. There, that's plenty.
Oh, I can do live here. Look at this. I got to camera.
Okay. Now, with that done,
Hump day, yeah!
now we're going to take one of our pie crusts. Let's set this to the side over here. Now we'll take our pie crust. Look at there.
It look like what?
I don't know. You know what I'm gonna do? Before I spread the pie crust onto the bottom of this pan, I'm going to...
Ano nagiluto niya, bunso? How? Apple pie. Tara yung apple. Apple pie. Somebody asked. What are you making?
I'm gonna spray the bottom of this pie dish. Let's spray it with some non-stick. Yes. Now we're going to take this and roll it out. Yes. Let's roll it out nice and gently. Yes, look at that. You can't beat a pie crust that's ready-made. Look at there. Just get it in there. Yes. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our prepared apples, right? We're going to put a layer in. By the way, this is about five
Apples.
five Granny Smith apples right here. So we'll put some in on bottom layer, and then we're gonna take some of this butter here, and we're going to cut some slices off of this stick of butter. Put it on top of these apples. Go.
Oh,
Bam.
so you don't need to melt that one?
No, it melts. It melts when it's cooking, and it flows all over the apples as it's cooking. Yes.
It's gonna melt it.
It's gonna melt and it's gonna flow.
Shout out Mom Virginia Hall. Happy Thanksgiving. Shout out sa you, Beb. Beb I.
Okay.
10 million people. Mega love shout out.
Now let's take some more apples, liberally. Put it in the dish.
Apple pie, my loves. Ooh, they're juicy, huh?
Look at that. Now let's put some more butter.
Maayo na ana mau. Oh, kay kuan man. Holiday. Siya nagluto. Ako tiglantaw ra. Abi ko mangga. Apple na. Bayat, Yola, shout out. Oy, shout out Mine Green, Bonifacio.
Now let's put the rest of these apples in. Now it looks like a lot of apples, but once it starts baking, these apples are gonna shrink in size. As they cook, they're gonna get smaller. So it just looks like a lot right now.
Green apple na siya, babe. Happy Thanksgiving.
See, be sure to pour in all this
Thank
juice.
you.
Look at that juice.
Oh yeah,
Mm,
I see.
yes. Look at there.
Makagaya, babe. Lantaw ko. Oh, sige, babe ba?
Looky there, looky there, looky there.
Dagan siya gibutang, babe. Cinnamon. vanilla, sugar, nutmeg. What the other one?
Brown sugar, white
Yeah.
sugar. Yeah. Very
Shout
simple.
out Maria Lorraine, all the way from San Carlos, Charot. Looks lovely. Charot, Mind Glean, Bonifacio. Mega love shout out all the way from... Sagit to siya eh. Misit na, nalimot na ko.
Okay. We used almost a whole stick of butter.
Oh, you use all?
Almost all.
Happy Thanksgiving, Food My Loves. Happy Thanksgiving, Erica Janelle Underwood. Kalami sa mangga. Di na mangga, oy! Green apple na langga. Nami day na ay butter. Hapit di niya gihurot. Hapit niya gihurot day.
Now we'll take this top layer. Spread it over.
Dira pud ninyo ga,
And we'll
Erica.
tuck it in. And then just tuck it in. You see? You simply tuck it in. Looky there. Simply just tuck it in. Simply tuck it in.
And then,
Now, what we'll do next is we're going to poke the top of this crust. So when it cooks, we want it to release that steam. Because if it doesn't release the steam, it's going to be too juicy on the inside. It'll be too much, and we don't want it too juicy. So we're going to release the steam and let the apples do their thing. We'll poke it. Let's just poke it a little bit.
Happy Thanksgiving,
We
Ate
want the
Hilda.
apples. We want the apples to cook. We don't want to steam the apples. So that's why you gotta put holes in the crust.
Oh yeah.
Let that steam
Shout out
escape.
from Texas, USA. My husband made condensed soft bread and biscuit. Bala, biscote? Saan pagbasa na? Biscuit? Basit. Kabawang basa. Ate Hilda. Shout
Now.
out.
Now what we'll do after that, we'll take a little bit of sugar and just spread it on top.
And then, biscote. Yawa. Giluto na ang apple daan, babe. Wala, babe. Gislice ra siya, babe. I-bake mo na siya, babe. Hoy, babe. Sayon ra kaayo. May live na ko gaina pag sugod jud. Pero naka-live man guro to gaina pag sugod, babe.
And there you have it, folks.
And then,
We'll put it in the oven, and then when it comes out, we will show you the results.
I don't know how to stop in the camera.
Thanks for watching.
Okay, still listening.